Hello and welcome back to another week of Sambo iRacing. You join us in the Ligier JS P320 LMP3, this time at Donington National, for yet another track guide. Now, if you're going to run this in the open setup Falcon Sports Car Series and you want to race the exact setup that I'm driving in this track guide, you can go to our website, sambosetups.com, or our Patreon page. There are links to both in the description. Any questions, let me know in the comments, but please note the track conditions and track temps are already shown on the overlays. Any other questions, let me know, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Thank you. Straight, and we're looking for this blue cone on the left hand side. When we get there, going to brake sharply to about 70% and then just a nice trail off back on the gas at the apex in second gear, exit nice and wide, and now we're going to go flat through these S's of turns 2 and 3. For turn 4, just before we get to that curve, we're going to brake back on the gas in 4th gear for that corner. Turn 5 we're flat, turn 6 we're flat, and for turn 7 once again end of the curb on the brakes down to 3rd gear this time on exit. Now we're going to get on the brakes turn 8 just before we get to the crest, on the brakes to about 50-55%, back on the gas in 3rd. Going to power it all the way down now. The braking marker is going to be the end of this Donington building on the left hand side, so as we get to the end of that, on the brakes briefly up to about 80%, drop it down to 2nd, back on the gas ahead of the last little apex corner, and over and across the line we go in a 1 minute flat 0.1. Breakdown lap coming up next. Okay, let's do this breakdown. So our first braking marker, we're going to get on the brakes just ahead of the blue cone here and just ahead of the line. So as you can see, this is where we're braking. We need to keep the right hand side of the car over the track. Very easy to get an off track here. And we're going to brake sharply up to about 70%, so straight onto there. And then we're just going to trail it off, drop it down to 3rd, then 2nd, and we start picking back up on the gas once we get to the apex curb here. We reach 100% almost when we've tracked all the way off. So my computer's trying to update whilst I'm doing this. We go flat through here, flat through turn 3. Now for turn 4, we're going to get on the brakes just about 3 car lengths before the start of this curbing here on the left hand side. We brake briefly up to 55-60% and then trail it off, and we want to get back on the gas at the apex in 4th gear. I do believe 4th gear is the correct gear here. You'll exit nice and wide. We go underneath the Bluebird there of Donington Park, you can see on the screen. Beautiful car. Now for turn 7, we're going to get on the brakes at the end of this curbing here on the left hand side that you can see. So as we get to it, again on the brakes to about 50-55%, trail it off, we drop it down to 3rd, pick back up on the gas in 3rd at the apex. So when we're actually at the apex, we're already back up to 100%. Use the exit curbing. For turn 8, we're going to get on the brakes about midway between where I am now and the crest. You'll have to get a feel for it because there's nothing specific there, but this is where we get on the brakes, and again straight up to about 55-60%, quick trail off, and we want to start picking back up on the gas once we're at this apex curb here of turn 8. Straight up to 100%, just holding the car. One final bit of braking to go. It's going to be very close racing around here, not a lot of differentiators. And our braking marker is going to be the end of this building, and you see the Armco railing on the left hand side. As soon as we're alongside that, we get on the brakes, and I go straight up to sort of 80%, wipe that speed off, trail it off. I drop it down to 2nd gear at the first apex and then get up to 100%, and as you can see there, I'm at 100% as I go through the 2nd set of curbs up to 3rd gear and over and across the line. 1 minute flat 0.1. We have one final version coming up next with the driving line on and without me talking, so enjoy that.